What's up guys, Miss Pass here back with another Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes commentary video, and today we are continuing my Commander Luke Skywalker mini-series with Old Ben's rework. Now, obviously, the reworks all went live today, so I don't have to use McMole's awesome little before and after ability readings, or ability graphics, I guess you could call them. So I can actually go straight to Old Ben's actual abilities and show you what the new level 8 and final abilities read like. So, going to his basic attack. His new basic attack no longer grants himself evasion up, but inflicts evasion down and gives himself potency up, and with the Omega upgrade cannot be evaded, which is actually a very handy Omega. His Mind Tricks ability can no longer be evaded and now grants Jedi and Rebel allies 3% turn meter for each effect resisted. And now Old Ben has an all-new ability, his Taunt. This is where he really got a leg up from his previous version. Unfortunately, the coolest part of that ability is a Zeta, and that Zeta does restore his Taunt if his original taunt is stripped. His leader was unchanged, and his new unique now gives a little bit of a different effect when he dies. He no longer gives just blanket buffs to everyone. Instead, he now gains turn meter whenever Jedi and Rebel allies take damage, and also when he is defeated. Only the first time, however. All allies gain offense up, speed up for 2 turns instead of all those buffs, recover 50% health and 50% protection, and gain 25% turn meter. Granted, a lot of those upgrades to that ability come from the Zeta. That ability by itself is still pretty strong, however, it's just not quite the same without the Zeta. So if you really plan on using Old Ben, I think that definitely the best ability to give put a Zeta on is going to be that unique. That unique is going to be incredibly useful if you plan on using Old Ben. I would say probably only in arenas. Well, arenas and Galactic War, because let's face it, what's good in arenas is obviously good in Galactic War. Now, where to use Old Ben? Well, Old Ben now could be a serious threatening tank in place of General Kenobi. So if you are a newer player, yes, I'm talking to all of you who will not be able to get Commander Luke Skywalker. If you are a newer player, Old Ben is a very hot commodity right now. He is going to be that tank that can seriously help your Jedi squad. So if you choose not to, say, go after Stormtrooper Han, who is also a very good tank for early on, and choose instead to go after Old Ben, who I would recommend only farming after you've finished at least Lando Calrissian out of Cantina battles, because let's face it, Lando is probably still a higher priority in Cantina battles because you need the scoundrels, and he's a Jedi, or sorry, a Rebel I'm talking about. I'm looking at Old Ben thinking, oh, he's a Jedi, because he is. And added bonus, Old Ben is going to be getting the Rebel tag, which I'm sure you probably noticed when I was looking at his kit. So not only is he a Jedi, and a Rebel, and a great tank, and a great leader... If you're picking up what I'm throwing down here, Old Ben is going to be one of those great starter characters for pretty much any player. He can fit into almost any squad, just like the old Royal Guard. In fact, I would probably rate Old Ben now as one of the top 5 tanks in the game because of his utility. You don't have to taunt with him for him to be good. The taunt is just there to make him even better. So I would honestly run Old Ben in a squad like this that has Stormtrooper Han or another tank to be the real threatening tank, and then when that tank starts taking damage, Old Ben throws out his taunt and really starts making the enemy sweat, because if he dies, he's only going to make everybody else stronger. Even without that Zeta at lower levels, he's still going to make his entire squad stronger. So Old Ben with this rework, I think, is at least 10 times better than he was before. I don't know what kind of factor to apply to this, but he is so much better than before. And I love that they actually finally gave him a taunt, because that's pretty much the only thing that a lot of us have been asking for is, why can't old Ben taunt? He is like the only Jedi tank in the game. Now this is going back before General Kenobi and Kanan were added to the game. Old Ben was the only Jedi tank. I mean, you had, yes, Mace Windu, but Mace Windu wasn't really a defensive character. He's more of an offensive character, which I still think that if he gets reworked, they should change him either to more of a tanky tank. I don't know. Sounds redundant, but I think you guys get what I mean. Or change him to an attacker, because really, let's face it, Mace Windu as the Jedi in both canon and Legends is kind of a BA. You know, he's you know, the Vapad. He's one of the strongest Jedi duelists in Star Wars universe. So, you know, he should be more of an attacker, less of a tank in my opinion, but, you know, they'll rework him eventually and he'll be awesome. But any rate, so old Ben rework, awesome. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Are you going to farm old Ben if you can't get Commander Luke Skywalker for this event? Are you planning on using old Ben in your arena squad? Let me know in the comments section below. And as always, guys, thanks for watching. Like, favorite, subscribe. Check me out on Facebook, follow me on Twitter, and as always, join my Discord server to continue the conversation, and I will catch you guys later.